Hey guys, UberSwift back, coming at you with another Brawl Stars video. Today we're going to be continuing our series that we have on my channel, where we statistically determine the best brawler on each showdown map. And today we're going to be doing this on one of the new maps, Hot Point, which I really like this map. Giving you guys a rundown if you haven't seen my last videos, what I do is I play 50 games of Showdown, record all 500 positionings, and then I find the statistical average of each brawler. Like the average placing that each brawler will get. So say a Poco is only seen twice and he gets 6th place and twice in those 2 appearances, his average will be 4. I know it's hard, but most of you guys learn this in grade 4, grade 5. It's basic math. This isn't my opinion, this is pure statistics. But let's get into it. Again, the map is Hot Point, and you see me getting some wins on here. At 23rd is Penny with 7.9. Penny is not a good option on this map. She doesn't really have the benefit that throwers do over the walls, and there's so many tanks that can be hiding in bushes. Not to mention that, like, because there's so many bushes, her turret or motor won't hit those tanks. So Penny in last at 23rd. At 22nd is Crow with 6.83. No surprise here, sadly. We all know how underpowered Crow is. Supercell needs to buff Crow. He just gets bullied. Yes, he's quick and can get around the map, but he just gets way too bullied. And it's just impossible for him to compete with tanks and even long-range brawlers. But yeah, Crow at 22nd. At 21, we have Jean with 6.66. Same exact thing as Penny, sort of. Jean doesn't really have no advantage on this map, and everyone knows that he's also underpowered. So if I made this video in 2 months from now when Supercell did balance changes, it might be different. Jean might be higher, Crow might be higher, but it's how the meta is right now. Jean's not very good, so he's in 21st. In 20th, we have Ricochet with 6.5. Ricochet's a good brawler, but you'll see Colt is only a little bit higher. There's not many. Yes, you could use Ricochet's bouncing bullets to hit off those walls and check the bushes, but he's just too squishy. He's too squishy and doesn't check the bushes well enough as other brawlers do. There's just so many ways he can get sabotaged in the bush. At 19th, we have Daryl with 5.96. Here's our first air quote tank on the list. This kind of surprised me a bit because Daryl can use his super to go into weaker health enemies, but maybe my theory is that maybe Daryl tries to take on tougher opponents and ultimately ends up losing. But yeah, Daryl at 19. At 18th, we have Colt with 5.77. Same thing with Ricochet. Colt doesn't really have an advantage on this map. There's no super open spaces. There's so many walls other brawlers can hide behind, which is my reasoning on why Colt is so low. At 17th is Spike with 5.75. This surprised me. Spike's a really good brawler, still probably top 5 in the game, but I'm guessing same thing. He can just get sabotaged pretty easily. But if you have his star power, it really, really helps. Because if you get sabotaged by a tank, there's a chance you survive. But Spike mid-tier at 17th. At 16th, we have Shelly with 5.73. Now, hold up for this one. I have an explanation. Shelly seems like should be really, really high. But my reasoning is that Shelly is the most used brawler on this map. So say 4 Shellys go into a game and they get 10th, 9th, 8th, and 1st. That's going to bring down the average a lot. It'll be like 7 something. Even though a Shelly won, there's so many other Shellys playing that they're all getting like low positionings. Hopefully that made sense. At 15 we have Jessie with 5.71. I like Jessie, not a big fan of her, but yeah, I can see why she's weak. Her turn's easy to take out. There's not many places to put it where it'll have an advantage, and that's basically all Jessie is. But yeah, Jessie at 15. At 14th, we have Poco with 5.58. The only reason why I think Poco is this high is because of how wide his attack is. So he can check bushes, or he can not miss his shots, if you know that makes sense. If a Primo's closing in on a Colt or Ricochet, he could dodge and get to him. With a Poco, it's much harder. At 13th is Bo with 5.5. Pretty low here. Bo usually stands pretty high, but I'm guessing Bo's mines help. He doesn't do the most damage, which probably makes sense for why he's so low. This map is infested with Leons, so Bo's probably aren't having a good time with that. At 12th, we have El Primo with 5.411. El Primo's good. Of the major tank, he's not as good as a tank like Bull. So if he's trying to go one-on-one with a Bull, he's almost always going to lose unless you got a skilled Primo. But Primo at 12 with a solid positioning. At 11th is Leon with 5.41. When I played the 50 games to determine these statistics, it was crazy infested with Leons. I lost so many trophies on when I was like playing with Dynamite or Barley. And in the clip here, I ended up beating Leon actually, which was very, very nice, and I was pretty happy about it. But they're very frustrating because there's so many bushes for them to hide in. But yeah, Leon 11. At 10th is Tara, or Terra. Some people like to say it differently, with 5.33. Terra's good in this map because you can use her widespread attack and far range to tick brawlers off that are running away from you. And then once you get them low enough, you can just use your super on them. And if you have your star power, it's even better. Tara's power, or super, is very hard to get away from. But Terra rounding out the top 10. At 9th, we have Brock with 5.28. Brock is a really good choice in this map. His long-range attack can be used to make brawlers stay at bay and make sure they're not messing with you. But yeah, he's just a solid option. And if you get into a dire situation or you just want to be a dick, you could use your super and take a lot of people out if you have a lot of power-ups. But yeah, Brock at 9. And sorry, I actually have the same clip playing from the beginning. I accidentally put the Daryl win in twice. Didn't mean to do that. I must have left like a Barley out or something. A Barley win out. But at 8th is Mortis with 5.16. Mortis is always super high on lists, not because he's good at taking out brawlers, it's because he's good at running away. So most of the Mortises you see are just good at running away from combat instead of actually participating in it. But Mortis at 8. 7th is Bull with 4.96. Bull can just hide in bushes and tick brawlers off. There's not much to say about it. He's better than Primo. He's better than Daryl. He's just better than all the other tanks. But yeah, Bull at 7. At 6th is Dynamite with 4.93. You'll see later on, throwers just own this map. You can't go against a thrower half the time. They can check all the bushes so well because all the bushes are very small around the middle. So it's one Dynamite throw can check it. And then they have so many walls to hide behind and just tick you off. It's why Dynamite's so high. At 5th is Pam with 4.85. Pam has her healing station, her widespread attack to keep enemies at bay. If you get close up against a tank, 50-50, you might actually take out the tank as Pam. But I think Pam will get nerfed soon. At 4th is Piper with 4.8. She has a long-range attack, which can be used to do lots of damage or keep people at bay. But what I think why Piper is so high is that players that play Piper go into the map knowing they're not the strongest. So they'll play scared. They won't be like a Shelly or a Bull that will go up to the front and guns a-blazing. They'll be careful, which is why they get the 4th, the 5th, and etc. At 3rd is Nita with 4.61. Nita's an all-around brawler. Her bear can be used to check all the bushes. Her widespread attack comes in handy. She's just a really, really solid option on this map. I always love Nita, but she's really underrated. At 2nd is Barley with 4.45. Same thing as Dynamite, but even more effective. Instead of waiting a delay for your shot to explode, you instantly do damage to people. And I know Barley's super isn't the best, but instant damage. But a little squishy, but Barley is a very solid option. And coming in at number 1 is Frank with 4.15. Again, Frank is an amazing option, all because of his super. You can sit in a bush and just stun people and instantly kill them as long as you have a few boxes. And even if you don't have your super, it only takes 3 shots to charge it up. Frank's a really solid option. But that's going to be it for the video, guys. I just wanted to say thank you for all the support. Our Scorched Stone video, I believe, for Showdown rankings, actually is approaching 1,000 views, which is just amazing. Thank you guys so much. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll keep doing this. I'm going to have final Brawler rankings posted up right now as I'm speaking. But yeah, Uber Swift signing off.